Welcome back to NextQ Studios podcast, your weekly dose of curious conversation and creative exploration. I'm Q.
Oh, thanks for that welcome, Q. It's really exciting to be here in the workroom, and I'm thrilled to jump right into giving everyone a quick look at our VMS here at NextQ Studios. Our vision is to raise a generation of gracious truth seekers, with humility, recognize the limits of their knowledge, yet boldly pursue clarity. Our mission is building a creative community through open dialogue and shared artistic expression. Whether in the form of answers, illustrations, or any imaginative work, we help uncover the hidden treasures within each person.
Yeah. Alexa, hold on. I just have to jump in. That vision and mission, that feeling of building that kind of community, of finding those treasures, it's electric. It's what this is all about. Okay, go on. Tell them the strategy.
No problem. Our strategy is to help people develop meaningful conversation starters, simple yet powerful ideas that can spark deeper dialogue. These ideas can serve as seeds for creative expression, later taking shape as works of art, videos, presentations, letters, poems, or any other form of communication that inspires connection and understanding. For a more interesting deep dive, however, I am turning this over to our colleagues at Googler's Notebook, John and Marcia.
The deep dive. Where we try to cut through all the noise.
Yeah.
Today, it feels like we're really pulling back the curtain on, well, the core operating system of an organization.
Indeed. We're looking at vision, mission, and strategy. Specifically for NextQ Studios, they call it the VMS.
VMS, okay.
And, lots of places have these, but I think NextQ's way of doing it has some...
That's interesting because, for you listening, vision, mission, strategy, these aren't new terms. We've heard them before.
Right.
But what makes NextQ's VMS different? Why are we doing a deep dive on this one?
Well, I think it's about how they've woven them together. It's really coherent.
Okay.
Let's start at the top. The vision. This isn't just some, fluffy statement.
Mm-hmm.
It's really a commitment to a certain kind of person they want to help develop. Their vision is to raise a generation of gracious truth seekers.
That definitely stands out, especially now. Truth-seeking can get pretty confrontational.
Well, the key thing, it seems, is humility, recognizing you don't know everything.
Okay, so not being loud, not being aggressive.
Exactly. It's understanding that strength can come from knowing your limits.
Humble approach, bold questions,
Yeah.
Creative sharing, that's quite a combination. Is there more to this picture of a gracious truth seeker?
Yeah, it gets deeper. The vision explicitly mentions people who seek a deeper faith, passionately committed to bridging the gap between conviction and compassion.
Ah, okay.
Disarm confusion, invite dialogue, and awaken wonder.
Disarm confusion. I like that. Like gently untangling a knot, maybe. Not just winning an argument.
It's less about convincing, more about inspiring, That's the picture. It's a high bar, for sure, the kind of human flourishing they're hoping to cultivate.
If that's the dream, the vision, what is NextQ actively doing to make it happen? That must be the mission, right?
Mission is the action. And NextQ's mission statement is, we are building a creative community where spiritual seekers can freely engage, express, and contribute. So instead of just lectures or debates, it's about actually making things.
Making things? Like what?
Well, maybe answering a question with an illustration, or exploring an idea through a short film, or sharing a feeling through a poem. It fosters a different kind of conversation, a different way of understanding.
Interesting. And spiritual seekers, that sounds very open, very welcoming.
It is. It seems designed to include anyone asking those big questions about life, meaning, faith, whatever their starting point is. And contribute your own perspective, your own creativity back into the mix.
So it's really collaborative, like a workshop for the soul, maybe.
That's a great way to put it. A soul workshop.
Yeah.
People aren't just consuming information. They're actively shaping the conversation, creating things together.
Can you give me a concrete example? How does this shared artistic expression actually look?
Sure. Okay. Imagine someone's grappling with, say, the problem of suffering. Instead of just writing about it, maybe they create an animation or a series of photos that explores the different facets.
Okay.
Or someone has a really powerful personal insight about grace. Maybe they write a song or even choreograph a short dance piece to communicate the feeling, the weight of it.
Mm-hmm.
We heard about one instance where a simple question about doubt actually sparked a collaborative spoken word video that really hit home for a lot of people.
Wow. So taking internal stuff, struggles, insights, and making it tangible, shareable.
Yeah.
And the mission talks about the results of this, something about uncovering hidden treasures and turning insight into impact and creativity into connection.
Yes. The idea is that this whole process, the community, the creativity, helps people discover valuable things within themselves that maybe didn't even know were there, those hidden treasures.
Huh.
And using your unique creativity, that's how you build real connections with others.
Yeah.
Creativity into connection.
Okay, so the mission is like the engine room, the gathering space. It's where the creative work and the conversations happen, helping people find those inner riches and then share them to connect and make a difference. Sounds like we need the strategy.
We do. And the strategy is intriguingly simple, actually. It's designed to be really accessible. Their core strategy is our approach is to help people develop meaningful conversation starters.
Conversation starters. Okay, so not big, complicated arguments, just starters. Seeds for talking.
Pretty much. But meaningful is the key word. They're designed to be simple, yeah, but also powerful ideas that genuinely spark deeper thought and dialogue.
So they're not supposed to be the whole answer.
No, not at all. Think of them as the key that unlocks the door to the conversation.
So rather than trying to boil down some huge topic into one sentence, it's more like offering one really good question or a fascinating little idea that makes you want to know more.
Exactly that. Little seeds, potent little seeds. And here's the brilliant part, how it connects directly back to the mission.
Ah, okay. How?
These conversation starters, these seeds, they explicitly say they can serve as seeds for creative expression, later taking shape as works of art, videos, presentations, letters, poems, or any other form of communication.
There it is, the link. So the strategy gives you that initial spark, that tiny, manageable seed.
Right.
And then the people in the creative community, that's the mission, they take that seed and like grow it into something bigger, a video, a poem, whatever.
Exactly. The strategy provides that first little nudge, that accessible starting point. It makes it less intimidating to jump in.
Okay.
And the ultimate point of all that creativity sparked by the starters, it loops right back to the vision again.
Which was
To inspire connection and understanding.
Got it. It's a pretty powerful example, actually, for anyone trying to build something with purpose or wanting to foster better conversations or, spark creativity in their own world. It shows how having that clear purpose can turn big dreams into real action.
Yeah, it highlights how every piece, from the biggest dream down to the smallest tool, really can and probably should work together toward one clear goal.
This has been fascinating, really digging into the NextQ VMS. Thanks for breaking it down with me.
Oh, my pleasure. It's always interesting to see what really makes an initiative like this tick.
So if this deep dive has resonated with you at all, this idea of seeking truth gracefully or connecting conviction and compassion or exploring big questions through creativity and community, well, we'd really encourage you to check out NextQ Studios.
See the kinds of creative work coming out of the community and, find out how you might even get involved yourself.
Yeah, definitely worth exploring. Come, be a gracious truth seeker with us.
And maybe think about this. What small, meaningful conversation starter could you plant today?
Good question to leave folks with. Until next time, keep seeking, keep creating, and keep connecting.
Hope you found that enjoyable. If you'd like to see lots more videos like this, liking and subscribing is a lovely way to join our friendly community.